towards Bedlam. We have died 3 times. They all were the same death, which was by talking or... No, we showed evidence of what we found to... what's her name? Oh, no, look at this. Damn it. The map did not save properly. Oh, God, really? Yeah, it definitely didn't. Ah. That sucks. Really? Nope, yep, this is it. Shit. Yeah, because somehow my computer got restarted. I'm pretty sure the thing had saved, but apparently it didn't save. That's really annoying. Alright, I mean, it wasn't too many rooms, but still kind of annoying. So we're going to have to go back and take a look at that so we can remap. We're probably like 5 or 6 here in this area. There's like an alley, there's an upper area, there's like a something. Bummer. From what I gathered, you should be able to figure out what the optimal ending is. Hard to say until we get them, I guess. I mean, that ending... By the way, that's why I counted that the ending that we did get as deaths, because it came very suddenly and out of nowhere, and just seemed like a death because we told the wrong person the wrong information. So that's why I counted that as a death. It kind of came out of nowhere, like, and the game just ended in a very bad way. Speaking of which, we didn't read the appendix information for that, so we probably want to get that again. And anyway, we have to remap it, so that's cool. So we just restored 2 demons. That was the earliest save. Yeah, it looks like it. Okay. So hang on, we have to do a little bit of remapping. All right, so let's resume the timer. We got to remap a bit. All right, 1428 Fleet Street, and that goes north to Smithfield Market. Okay, so this is Fleet Street. Then we go south to Dumont. All right, and I think there was like a door to the east. That's what we were trying to get into, I believe. The shop is dark and crowded with haphazardly stacked yet neatly organized piles of machinery. To the south, there's a worn wooden counter, cracked with age and covered with innumerable nicks, scratches, and dark burn marks. Behind the counter, rows and rows of drawers, labeled in some arcane script. The faint scent of gas clings to the walls. The shop's show window and door look out to Fleet Street to the north. Right, this should be connected. Oh, come on. Well, there we go. Second door lies behind the counter to the east. Okay, so she's there. And then I think there was an exit like east of here. Southeast, okay. Side corridor. So there's a small door west. All right, and then there was something up top of stairs, yeah. Yeah, I mean, usually the way we've been doing it is bad endings count as deaths. That's consistent with how I've categorized them in other games. If we find out in the end that the ending that we got is not a bad ending, then we can retroactively change the death counter. Technically, I think it we'll see it again. I have to intentionally get it again to read it, but it seemed like everybody died, or at least got infected. All right, let's save before anything. All right, I think we already got what we needed under the bed. What's our inventory? All right, so we have the flanged brass rod. That's the thing that we used on the in the Bedlam sanitarium to get to quarter 6 from the Panopticon. Yeah, primitive copy of a key. I don't think we've used that yet. There's a diary and a letter. Those are the two objects which we showed to What's-Her-Face, and that's what caused us to die or get the ending. Puzzle box probably doesn't matter because we already solved the puzzle to get that open. Paperbacked book. Oh god, I think that was like one of the sales materials. Probably gonna have to reread a lot of this shit. We have the files on the different inmates or patients. Large iron key. What did that open? There was our flat key, but I don't think that was the large iron one. Have we not used the large iron key? We have all the paper tapes, which we've used, the tin cylinders, sandalwood box, manual, and a small key. Yeah, we used the small key. What do we use the iron key for? An old-fashioned rusted iron key. Hey, Servo. No, Rufus is upstairs. So hang on, what do our notes say? So we want to access Dumon's basement, because the diary which we read said there was shit going on in the basement with this cultist group. What were they called? The Order? So that's what we want to get here. Now, either one of these entryways could lead there, but we haven't been able to access them. Does anyone remember? Did we use the iron key at all? No? The large iron key? I don't think we did. Yeah, my wife got home, so he's like, nope, he's like, I'll be up here, thanks. And then the primitive key. Heavy and unwieldy, its rough surface gives evidence that this key is in fact a copy. Yeah, that was the key that I thought would open up the side corridor. I don't think we've used that yet. Oh, so this is an up-down. It's the wrong way. Okay. All right. So what was the deal with the door here? Plain nondescript door leading west. We can't open it. It seems to be locked. Unlock door. The unlock door with iron key. Unlock door with primitive key. See, so neither one of them opens it. Doesn't fit the lock. Yeah, so neither of them work. So we have to find out. Unless, wait a minute, did one of them open up the? How did we get the puzzle box open? We put something in there. Does anyone remember? I think there was something with a tree, right? Alright, so we still need to use those keys to open up something. And it's not... We can't get to Dumon's basement. There is the tree pin, which I thought we needed to get. Or a pocket. Here's the side door. Side and or corridor door. That's our storeroom / basement, I guess. Probably the same thing. Triage expansion. Yeah, we were supposed to order that to give extra functionality to the triage so that we could input data, right? But I still don't know what command to use for that. Submit data? No. Enter information. Jeez. All right, they mean that like enter door, I guess. All right. So what was the letter? The letter was to the. So this was from, what was the guy's name? The patient McNaughton? No, Cleve Anderson. That was him. Right, so you get denied entrance into the order. I don't think he got into the order. Didn't his diary say he never got in? The diary's just a ton of stuff. By the way, why is this yellow? Didn't we change this to white? Why is the text yellow? It's kind of annoying. There we go. Okay, now it's white. It's a little easier on the eyes. Alright, so I guess let's just give her the... This is going to be another quote-unquote death or ending, but we have to read the appendix to see what... So basically, the reason why I gave it to her is because I wanted to... It seemed to suggest, based on the diary, at least I remember thinking this, at least, that the order met in Dumond's basement, and therefore Dumond was somehow either a member of the order or associated with the order or something. But in any event, she was not to be sort of trusted. So I was trying to confront her by showing her the evidence, and then sort of shit went bad. So we should take another look at... We were able to kill her, by the way, too. In one play, we literally just put kill, what's her name? Dumond. And she actually died. It didn't seem like the best thing to do, but we did get the pin that was in her pocket. Because I'm like, look, if she's an enemy, you know, it's kill or be killed, right, Nux? Don't act so shocked, Nux. You would do it yourself. Alright, so let's say this is going to be another quote-unquote death, but, oh, I should change this over, I think. Yeah, if she was eating beef. Alright. Trademan, thank you for the host. Dumond briefly glances over the letter, her smile tightening slightly. Fascinating little myths these boys are capable of, she concedes. Quick as a flash, by the way, she was also the landlord for Cleve Anderson. Her hand snakes beneath the counter, returning to slam a tiny brass object onto the countertop. A gift, she says, for the inquisitive. In a heartbeat, the thing is airborne, a tiny whirlwind of metallic wings and grasping arms. So what the hell is it? It's brass, at least. Thank you for those. The pain is excruciating. If there are words for this, reference point metaphor, they have not yet been written. Timeline date, 1919, W.B. Yeats' Second Coming. I think the game takes place 1885. It starts simply enough. Nothing occurs for the first week. It takes that long to incubate. Darkness drops again. But now I know. At the end of that time, James is quite sure he has followed in the footsteps of both Brand and Xavier. James is our assistant, I believe. Yeah. What? Wait, are we Thomas Xavier? I think that is our name, isn't it? I think we are Thomas Xavier, and Simon Brand was our predecessor. Abba bravely holds on. His bravery serves him poorly, as within 10 days' time he has managed to infect all of the orderlies. Another week, and they have infected their families, their friends, and every patient in Bedlam. Wouldn't the infection occurred in Bedlam before the families and friends were infected? It seems like a little... Anyway. That 20 centuries of stony sleep. Reggie doesn't notice a thing. Oh, yes, the buy timer. Thank you, everyone. Been so long, I'm out of my rhythm here. Speaking of which, by the way, why is this not working? Those glitches thing should have worked. Ah, there it is. Okay, cool. Reggie doesn't notice a thing. It's business as usual, and business is good. A week after the incubation, he has infected seemingly half of London. His clients, his barmates, his family. I think Reggie was the name of the taxi cab driver. I think. Hey, BDR. I don't know who... No, I don't know about Edward Gorey. It's really box art. I mean, it's not... Obviously, I don't think it was a physical release of this, but... the cover art, shall we say, of the game. We're vexed to nightmare by a rocking cradle. Is this a W.B. Yeats poem? I wonder if it is. Alexandra, that's Dumond, right? I think so. We shouldn't add her name here, by the way, to our noun list. Alexandra goes on with business as usual. By the time her incubation is complete, the Cypherists are once again meeting. Ironically, so the Cypherists is the order, the same thing? Ironically, she infects the only group of people who could possibly have understood what was going on. Oh, interesting. It all goes fairly quickly after that. So meaning that the Order, who meets in her basement, are the only people that can stop it, perhaps? I thought they were somehow responsible for this, though. That's the interesting part. And what rough beast. It spreads, subtle and strange, sudden lost memories, new forms of action, and universally a reaching, grasping curiosity. Its hour come round at last. The lost began to gather together, first in twos, then in growing crowds, to speak nonsense at one another. Just like, what's his name? Cleve Anderson, before he, or really before our predecessor killed him. Slouches towards. The language of the angels of Babel fills the streets of London, and then every city in the world. Bethlehem. The death shroud of humanity becomes the birth call of something new. Bethlehem. Inhaling its first breath. Bedlam. Preparing to cry out. To be born. Its name. Finished, end, complete, conclude, period, moment, point, space, time. Reached, found, end, finished, complete, possible, probably only one in of many. One in of many endings. Now, further yet? Oh, further yet, ahead release. Further yet ahead release? Appendix B, available, accessible, open. They spelled accessible wrong. Restart, period, first revisit, restore, back, call, release, undo, back, reverse, unmake, appendix, further jump yet, quit, leave, and done. All right, let's do appendix. Oh, one of the answers, does it have to be capless? No, not appendix. Why do I keep typing in appendix? Appendix? Why do I keep putting it in R? Okay, there we go. Jeez. Appendix B, diurnal period cycle plus A0B67. That doesn't correspond with one of the numbers that we saw, does it? One of the case numbers? No, it doesn't. Anticipation. For the end, for the beginning, which are both here and now and have always been. The great work is done, is being done, will be done. And the time, point, place of opening draws, comes, leaves closer. We, he, she, they, I, me, wait. Tense, happy, joyful, and ready, very ready to reach, grasp beyond what is here now to what we, I, where will be. It was a little bit too out there for me. Alright, fear. of unknown beyonding, which is was there in the place sound echoes, and to which we was will return, and will I know I went and we. This is all just gibberish. I guess this is the stuff taking effect where they just like lose comprehension in their speech patterns. When I see, hear, feel one another, fathers. I mean, it just makes you just not want to read this because they're just mashing words together. It's like, not only does like the transcript of what they're saying is like difficult to parse, well, it's just difficult to read out loud, period. Like, it just makes you just want, this is why I skipped it before. I'm like, oh, this is just nonsense. But apparently it's important. I mean, just try reading this. It's ridiculous. All right. Father, self, will you, I, me, know me, I, you, as what I am, have become? Will I stop no being I as I, and is such a thing, state, place to be scared, afraid? Like, if the whole point of the game is to decipher this crap, I'm like, count me out. To be subsumed, absorbed, created, born into what I was, could be. Be is tense, happy, joyful, we, I, or... fuck. I mean, yeah, we already played Captain Blood. Like, at least we had to make sense with, like, putting together gibberish. This is just ridiculous. Ridiculous. Alright, regret. Over loss of what was I before I grew, stretch born as I, and what was behind me, I, flesh eyes, body before, grew, stretch born as I, so much we I, know not know, is there, not there, and lost and empty, sad. Say to among you myself, for selves, to being, having sorry and sad, and saying goodbyes to what we, I, you, was, where, will be. Anticipation, fear, regret, is, what were, I, is now, am, now, are, yes, but soon to be, feel something, pause, stop, break, more. Really? I have to make sense of that? Oh, God. So there's basically 3 words: anticipation, fear, and regret. So the anticipation is that something's about to happen. I don't know if that's the infection of everything. Then there's fear. Oh, they're scared of what's happening to them, I guess. Yeah, and then they're regretting. I guess they're regretting what's occurred. Anticipation, fear, regret is what, where eyes now are. So they're scared of what's happening, or they're afraid of what's going to happen. They've regretted what has happened, and they're anticipating what is going to happen. They're anticipating it, but at the same time they're afraid of it. So that's kind of odd. Whoever's point of view this is from. I think the diurnal period cycle is like just means day. Day A0B67. So I don't know, this doesn't make a lot of sense now. Maybe, I'm going to copy and paste this. Maybe if we get another appendix, this will make more sense, I guess. Alright, yeah, I just pasted that into the notes. Alright, so let's just undo that. So the interesting thing is, showing her the letter creates the or I guess spreads the infection, which is weird. So does that mean the letter is infected, or the diary is infected? But then again, she created that, she spun up that thing behind her desk, right, in the counter. That thing that had the arms and the wings. So it's more likely that's what spread it. But why did she do that? Because we were too inquisitive? She doesn't want us being inquisitive? It's all weird. I think we need to communicate via that radio. Let's see if we can map that other area. I remember there were like the gallows at this flat. Okay, so Reggie is indeed the man here. He wears both a hat and an easy grin. Okay, Reggie, go to flat 2D. Okay, Newgate jail. Or oops, exit cab. Okay, before the gallows. Okay, so northward is to the actual, I think, the gallows themselves. Platform. Alright, I think that's everything that was here to map. There is an automaton and the noose. Make a note of those items. Oh, and there's the iron switch here. The automaton is the executioner. It's probably as good as you're gonna have, so a person doesn't have to do it. Right, and then the button is used instead of the switch, right? Oh, right, and that controls the automaton itself. There's a steam engine. The noose is made of new stout rope. Closer inspection reveals a series of fine wires woven into the knot. These run up the length of the rope, over the beams, down the back of the stage, and vanish beneath the automaton. So does that just mean the automaton is connected to... I guess it gives a signal if you... something. No, it doesn't make sense. What did I want to look into? Unable to pull the rope. Can we point at the automaton? What does triage say? Yeah, triage is starting not to recognize anything. Yeah, can't tell me anything. That sucks. All right, can we put neck in noose? See, this is ridiculous. Why can't we hang ourselves? We should be able to hang ourselves. Because, see, did we hear? Well, let's reason this out. So if you push the button, that turns the automaton on, right? What it doesn't do is push the switch, which presumably would then, the trap door would open and whoever's hanging in the noose would fall through, and there you'd have your hanging. Now, there are wires in the rope that lead to the automaton, right? There are a series of fine wires woven into the knot. They run up the length of the rope, over the beams, down the back of the stage, and vanish beneath the automaton. So can we look under the automaton? Nothing of interest is to be found there. Look behind the stage. I only... No. Hey, Hoofness. Yeah, no suggestions, please, or hints. Okay, the beams aren't anything. Okay, that just counts the same as the rope. And we can't climb the rope, right? We tried that. I don't think much is to be achieved by that. Fair enough. We can't... No exit lies in that direction. So from this view, before the gallows, we do have the staircase going up. Is there any way we can get the trap door open? Currently closed, it covers a good deal of the platform directly beneath the noose. Open door. Door will not open to any amount of force. Okay, so we can't pry it open, so I'm guessing if there are wires there, it's to sense if you're in there, and then the automaton would come to life and hang whoever's in there. So can we open the automaton? I think we tried talking to it last time, it didn't work. Okay, it's not something opens. Talk to automaton. Ask automaton about noose. Okay, it can only be done something animate, so we can't talk to it. Okay, put noose on me. One needs to be holding the noose before one can put it on top of something else. Take the noose. It's hardly portable. Alright, yeah, we're gonna have to go say where noose. Oh yeah, look, that did work. The noose slips easily enough over the head. The fit is loose at first, then with a noise from above, the wires pull upward, causing it to tighten. An unseen bell gongs from beneath, shaking the floorboards. With a rapid series of clicks, cogs grinding against cogs, the automaton turns its head towards the empty street. There's a hiss of static, then a recorded voice speaks. All good people, pray heartily unto God for this poor sinner who is now going to his death, for whom the great bell tolls. More clicks, and the automaton turns to face the noose. The static sounds like steam leaking. You that are condemned to die, repent with lamentable tears. Ask mercy of the Lord for the salvation of your soul. You have 1 minute remaining of your life. You may use this time to beg forgiveness of God and the good people of this great kingdom, or to make your peace with your Maker in silence. Your minute begins now. A minute to reflect, a minute to regret, a minute to repent, or we could do anticipate. A minute to anticipate, a minute to fear, a minute to regret. Suddenly the trapdoor snaps open. The landscape rises up in a rush, a quick jerk, and then darkness. If there are words for this. Oh gosh, yeah, it's another death. Well, of course it is. That's what we were trying to do. Reference, point, metaphor. They have not yet been written. Timeline date, 1919. W.B. Yeats, Second Coming. It starts simply enough. Nothing occurs for the first week. See, this time, so it's the same sort of infection, plague, death. But this time they didn't have that like little flying thing. That, what's her name? Dumont released. It's the exact same texture, it looks like. And this time Dumont infected the only group of people. Yeah, that's the same actually. Yeah, we got the same stupid Appendix B. What the hell? We weren't sliced to ribbons. We just hung ourselves. It's weird that we would get the same death from hanging, or effectively hanging ourselves, but also showing a letter to Dumont. That's weird. Both of them resulted in this plague or infection getting spread all over the world, basically. Wait, we were killed by the that flying thing? Really? She killed us? Did I totally miss that? I guess I must have. Let me go back to see in the log. He basically turned it on that ripped. Oh wow, I must have totally missed that. Yeah, hang on. Yeah, so it says, in a heartbeat the thing is airborne, a tiny whirlwind of metallic wings and grasping arms. Oh, the pain is excruciating. So I guess the thing did kill us. Yeah. But it didn't explicitly spell out that it didn't explicitly say that it killed us. But it could have been excruciating for everybody who got infected by the delivery mechanism of that object. That's what I don't. I'm clear on. So here's the weird thing. We're offline? What the hell? No, the stream's not dead, is it? This is just Chatty being weird? I think so. Still streaming, right? Yeah, still on. Okay, thank you. Chatty just says I'm offline. For whatever reason. Alright, whatever. Chatty gonna chat. So we gotta figure out is why, if we hung ourselves, did the world get infected? That's weird. I guess it's because we didn't stop wherever the infection was starting from. That's really bizarre. Yeah, everything else says I'm online but Chatty. Okay. Alright, oh well. The streaming dead, indeed. Yeah, it's the exact same Appendix V message. Huh. It definitely seems like a I mean, all of these, I guess, if you interpret the pain is excruciating to mean that, yeah, we got killed by that flying object, then yeah, that's another. Those first 4 deaths were also deaths, really. Okay, now Chatty's fixed. Huh. So I wonder if we're going to be able to get anyone else to hang there. That's interesting. Yeah, it's actually probably a maybe, I don't know. Something, we gotta do something on the gallows. Maybe that's the next day or something. We also want to figure out how to communicate. You know what? Let's figure out how to communicate with that. You know, oh, here's something also we should try. Let's push the red button to turn the thing off. The button stops glowing as both the automaton and the unseen steam engine wear off. What happens if you wear the noose? I'm guessing the trapdoor doesn't open. The noose slips easily enough over the head. Open door. The door will not open. So yeah, it's still. I mean, just yeah, nothing happens. Exactly as you would expect, nothing happens. The noose slips off and once again swings empty in the breeze. Put noose on triage. We'll hang our robot. Alright. Alright, let's see if we can talk to the or finally communicate with the magnetophone. Okay, it's still going. So we're able to fix this thing so we can now hear transmissions on it. I'm not a chicken. Wait. I'm not a turkey or a chicken? Damn it. Yeah, it's I'm not a chicken, you're a turkey. Watermelon. Yeah, so this thing is up now, but we don't know how to use it really to communicate. I think it was it the paperback book that told you how to use this thing? Yes. So something did happen when it's on, so that we don't have problem number 1. Okay, so problem number 2. Press the transmit button each time you wish to speak, while it's not depressed. The receiver. Use proper etiquette. Press transmit. Use the universally accepted phrase calling CQ. Okay, so they say that means we want to talk to somebody, but how do we actually talk to them? What's the etiquette for that? Doing that? And we did get the amplification device in this. But yeah, we already took care of problem number 3. All right, push transmit button. Whoops. What words are transmitted? Calling CQ. Monsieur, c'est une bonne idea. It's a good idea. Monsieur. Isn't Monsieur misspelled? Monsieur. Should be a U in there. All right, Lon 4GC. Was that me or him? I hear you. Probably I hear you loud and clear. CQ, go ahead. Maybe I have to press transmit again. And then what do we say? I don't know. Someone says hearing you. Identify X, Y, Z, Z, Y. I am Thomas Xavier. Yeah, see, then nothing happens. So no, we have to find something else to say. Or can we just keep on talking? I wanted to say one of these things. Quam terribilis est hac ora. Damn it. Nope, nothing happens. Damn it. Can you recommend a good scullery maid? Anyone have any recommendations for a good scullery maid? Oh, we gotta get that hold it. Yeah, I don't know how else to transmit. What? Scullery maid's like what? Like a kitchen? Or like bathroom maid? What the heck is a scullery maid? I have to look this up. Female domestic servant responsible for washing dishes and doing other household work. Okay, so it was like kind of a kitchen maid. They were the lowest ranked and often the youngest of the female domestic servants and acted as the assistant to a kitchen maid. Oh wow, it's even lower than a kitchen maid. Damn. So maybe a kitchen maid does more of the cooking and it's like the dishwasher of the house. Poor scullery maids. And do a Google image search for scullery maids. Get down on your hands and knees. Remember from the Secret Garden movie. Alright, in any event, scullery maids, everybody. I don't know, who do we want to be contacting? Exit. The men who drive the handsome cabs are lunatics. Turn the thing over. X, Y, Z, Y. Damn. The voice rises out of the stack, fades away. Really? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that could be something interesting, because nothing else is happening. Lon 4GC. Oh, X, Y, Z, Z, Y is something important then. Whenever we do that... Oh, no, this time something new happened. So who's CQ anyway? Only women who work are loose women? Wow. This is Cleve Anderson from the grave. So we still don't know how to communicate with this thing.